I see a clear distinction of how black and white people are treated in America.
No justice, no peace.
Thousands of people have been protesting in the US city of Minneapolis following the death of George Floyd. On May 27th, police there say they responded to a call about a customer attempting to use a counterfeit $20 bill. A 10-minute video was filmed of George Floyd, a 46-year-old man groaning, "I can't breathe," as a white policeman knelt on his neck. He was then taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. 4 police officers have since been fired. The former officer filmed holding George Floyd down has been charged with murder. President Donald Trump has described the incident as a terrible, terrible thing, adding that he's asked the Justice Department to speed up an investigation into what's happened. But he's also drawn criticism from protesters for some of his tweets about the escalating situation in the past few days. Protests turned violent in Minneapolis as many sought to express their anger in what they see as the latest act of police brutality against African Americans. Kyla Burgess has been protesting.
I feel heavy as a black American. I'm terrified, and there's absolutely no excuse for an armed police officer to put their entire body weight on a man's neck when he was unarmed.
That could have been me. It makes me feel like the system has failed me for 300 plus years, and what do I have to do to make a change?
As a biracial, light-skinned woman in this country, I do not understand what it feels like to wake up in the morning and fear for my life based on the color of my skin. And that's my privilege. And I'm very aware of it now more than ever.
George Floyd's death is a reminder of other African Americans who have died. Khalil Gibran Muhammad is a professor at Harvard University, specializing in race and public policy.
The refrain of "I can't breathe" brings to mind the death of Eric Garner, also killed by police officers in the city of New York in the summer of 2014 for allegedly selling Lucy cigarettes. He was also put in a chokehold that eventually led to his death as he pleaded on the streets that he could not breathe.
Eric Garner's death caused nationwide protests. The police officer involved was fired but not prosecuted. More recently, Ahmaud Arbery was shot and killed by a father and son who are white while jogging in Georgia. They and one other man have been arrested. For more than 2 months, police did not charge them until the shooting gained widespread attention in the national media and provoked outrage. 26-year-old Breonna Taylor was allegedly shot and killed by police at her apartment in the US state of Kentucky after they raided the wrong address. The FBI is investigating. So why does this keep happening?
Over and over again, we see video evidence of the excessive use of force by police officers for African American men and women who are deemed suspects of crimes that are both not violent and do not involve weapons, and on average are 3 times more likely to be killed by the police than whites.
And others in the community are hopeful that things can change.
I am seeing white Americans ask questions and want to be a part of change. And so I really hope that we can rally together, because Big Floyd should be here, but he's not, and that's wrong.